Hey everyone, it's Christine from Financial Dreams with Christine. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am here on the end of the week here, the second week of September, and I am doing my weekly check-in, which is going to be a bit unusual this time because we had a family emergency that we had to attend to. So our spending was increased, not because we had spending impulses or things like that. It was a serious family emergency. I had to travel up to my son's university because he was not feeling well, and because of that I had to do some spending I had not planned on. So, and that's okay. I'm not complaining about that. I'm not counting it against my weekly check-in because emergency spending, I don't think there's really a point in tracking that because emergency is an emergency. It's not like I'm going to plan to have an emergency every month or something. I do have emergency funds, but I do not think I need to tap into them at the moment. So I'm just going to try to cash flow what I had to spend. Okay, so this was the second week of September. I had a Comcast bill come out. I was paid, thank goodness. And my mother-in-law had her birthday and my birthday, and it was a big one. Let's not talk about that. All right, so here's my spending of my 4 accounts. All right, let's see. This week starts with the 8th. So go up here and I'll zoom in. All right, so there's that Comcast bill that came out. This is my checking account. It's mostly for bills or transfers in and transfers out. I had a small eBay payout for $14.31. I had a transfer to my low priority savings account. This was for some scratch off challenges that I did. And so I moved that money into my high yield savings account. I had a payout from Teachers Pay Teachers, which is one of my side hustles. This was for $376.20. I had another little eBay payout for $8.68. And here it is, the big one. I had a paycheck. I was so happy when I got paid because it's been a while, since the end of June. So $2,859.82. And then I received a gift for my birthday of $200 and a health refund of $15. It was a copay. I don't know why I got the money back, but I did. So I am not questioning it. So anywho, that was that. So there wasn't really much spending there besides the Comcast bill, but this is where I'll show you the emergency spending I did. Okay, so this is the 8th. This was the Sunday when we received word that my son was not doing well, feeling well, and grabbed some McDonald's on my way up because I hopped in the car, and this was something we weren't prepared for, so it's not like I could, have food for the car. It was just I had to get in the car and go. I stopped at Wawa and grabbed something for him and something for me to munch on. It was an 8-hour drive, so I was going to be in the car for a while. I believe I also got something to drink. It was about 12 when I was getting close. Now the college town he lives in, most things are shut down at night, so I was afraid of when I went to pick him up at the hospital or see him at the hospital that he had not eaten. So I tried to grab some food for him, even if it was just junk. I just wanted him to make sure he had something to eat. And this was one of the times I filled my car on my way. 54.15 parking when I went to visit my son for $6. Here was gas for my way home for $45.88. So all of this here, it's like in green, and this was all spending that was emergency spending. I did not plan for any of this. If this emergency didn't happen, the spending wouldn't have happened. Okay, so I'm not counting it as part of my weekly check-in. I mean, it's obviously still happened, but it's not part of my weekly spending. That is what I'm tracking. I'm only tracking certain things. All right, so here I am. I'm back. Everything's calmed down. He's feeling much better. I'm at getting gas down here in South Jersey, filling up for $50. And then I had a quick little Lidl trip for $31.77. So this is the spending I'm going to be tracking on my weekly check-in, not the emergency spending. All right. I didn't have any spending on this card. This is my Chase Sapphire, which I use for travel points and such. All right, now the Citi card, I did do some spending. This card is a card I just recently opened in order to get some extra points for American Airlines because we have a family trip planned 2025 between Christmas and New Year's, and I'm hoping to get one free ticket with the points. All right, so last weekend, the Sunday afternoon before my son let us know he wasn't feeling well, my husband and I went down to Cape May and walked around the area there, the shops, and we did some Christmas shopping. So I think we purchased something for my niece there. And then I was on my way to see my son. And I have a charge at the hotel where we stayed because they have like a little store area where you can get some little like food items, and he was starving. So we grabbed him something there. Now this charge was really from the day before, but it didn't go through. This was part of my shopping trip down in Cape May. We got some other gifts for my daughter. And this is where I took my son out to eat once he was feeling better and before I headed home. And I grabbed him something he needed at Walgreens. So again, these with the asterisks, I can't say that word, asterisks, those three were emergency spending. They would not have happened if the situation, didn't occur. And we did have some out-of-network health expenses, and eventually we will get a refund check from our insurance. It usually takes about a month to come back in, and it's not for the full amount, it's for a portion. So on my weekly check-in, I'm only checking in on a few categories. My grocery spending, gas, and miscellaneous. So here we go. So with the groceries, I'm not counting those emergencies, but I am counting the $31.77 that I spent at Lidl. Okay, so let's see. Now, I originally gave myself a budget of $400, but mentally, I'm trying to keep it under, like around 200, say, which seems really impossible in this day and age, but I have a plan of eating from my freezer and pantry to try and minimize costs. Okay, so right now I have $257.63 left if I'm following the $400 budget. If not, I have, just a portion, about like $50 some for the rest of the month. Either way, I'm minimizing food expenses with just my husband and I, two of us versus four who are usually here with my son and daughter, empty nesting, trying to save some money. All right, so again, those 2 times that I needed to fill up my tank for the emergency, I'm not counting that against me. I did fill up once though, so I have $100 left. And for miscellaneous, I didn't really do any miscellaneous spending. I had emergency spending, I had gift spending, which is going to be replaced by my gift sinking fund. Oh, I do not have any miscellaneous spending this week. Probably because I was so flustered by all the events that happened this week. So I'm still at $104.61. The health expenses, I'm not counting, they're reimbursed. I can't not have health expenses. They're regular appointments we have to keep. Gifts, holidays are coming, that's why I have a sinking fund. And then I have the emergency. I didn't do any like spending of like on my own, so that's that. So I did really well considering the emergency we had, and my son is much better, so things have calmed down and he's feeling well, and he's calling me later today, so all is well. And so this concludes my weekly check-in. Hopefully next week I can say that we don't have an emergency. We are just having a normal week. But like, guys, can you believe now? Look, we're going to be starting the 3rd week of September. I'm like, it's just not slowing down, is it? It's just, is it going fast for you, or is it just me? I don't get it. Okay, so we'll see what happens next time. Let's cross our fingers and hope that there's no craziness this week coming up. I really could use a break. All right, my friends, I will be talking to you soon. I hope you are having an amazing day wherever you are, and take care of yourselves. Bye.